the bottom, bottom, from the bottom, you know we got 'em. We got it, got it, got 'em. We from the bottom.
Ah,
Yeah, we back once again with
wake
your
up,
same
wake
friends.
up, wake up. You remember the intro? Wake up, wake up,
Yep.
wake up.
I know you was even saying that at nighttime.
I know. Shh. Listen, I was giving us a some confidence to stay awake when we drive home. That's what that was.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But we weren't listening to it when we were driving home.
Nope. Well, I don't think
But
we
uh
thought.
thank y'all for tuning in again to another episode. Um don't forget to like and subscribe, leave a comment on Apple. Um what we just get on?
Spring.
Audible, Amazon,
Oh,
Spotify, anywhere, YouTube, wherever you're gonna see this stuff at. You know, thank y'all for tuning in once again. If you want to be a guest on the show, you just reach out. Just reach out. You know, but you gotta have something to talk about. You gotta be able to carry a conversation. You can't be getting on here freezing up. Or you trying to, make sure you say the political correct thing because we just say the first thing that comes to our mind,
yeah.
and sometimes that's not good.
She said sometimes that's not. Hey, but you know what? But listen, freedom of speech, uh, opinions. I mean, hey, debates. We love it, but don't get offended when someone else's comment or opinion. It's their opinion, folks. Just so y'all know. But yeah, just
That's
throw
a
that out.
fact. And also, if y'all know somebody who would be good to come on the show, they got a dope story to tell or they got something to share, man, just send them our way. You can send us a message on Instagram on our From the Bottom Instagram page, our Twitter page. Well, I guess it's not Twitter no more, X. And do we still got that Facebook page?
Yeah, yeah, we still got the Facebook up and running.
Yeah. Yeah, hit us up on the Facebook page. If you
Oh,
really want to get a hold of us, you can get a hold of us.
and check out that MySpace too now. No, I'm playing with y'all.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I ain't know we had that.
Old school. That's old school right there.
But we ain't gonna hold you. Hey, how your week going so far?
Man, my week is hectic, bro. I ain't gonna hold you, man. Trying to save time at work. I work at a school, so I'm preparing for the school system, and that's oh, brand new school ain't for the weak. That's all I can say. Put my hands
Well, I
up.
mean, shoot, they need somebody to keep that thing looking nice.
I mean, yeah, they chose the right person, but sometimes I'll be like, listen, throw this whole new school away. Give me that old building.
Mm.
Oh man. But my
By
week
the time y'all get this, kids are back in school. You
yeah.
know, parents are back to being free. You
Yes.
know, they happy.
Oh,
Some parents are happy their kids are out the house. Hopefully, everybody had a good summer.
man.
Um, yeah, I guess it's that busy time again. Before you know it, Halloween gonna be here, Thanksgiving gonna be here, and Christmas gonna be here. It's
Man,
gonna be a whole new year.
school year gonna be like that. Gone.
Yeah. So, but we're gonna go on and hop into the first topic.
Yeah, man. Making us smarter or lazier. Um, you know what? Sharing light on is technology making us smarter or lazier. I would say, just in my opinion, it depends on how you use it. Cause you can say like with the episodes or Facebook or Instagram in general, you can preset your episodes. So you can have a timer on them to whereas they can be set. Only thing you have to do is upload everything, set your timer, and you good. I mean, that's smart when it comes down, to using technology. Uh, Sometimes it can become a burden because it's so easy, so convenient. Like in the movie Wally, how everybody was getting fat on there. So,
Oh, I was about to say, man, I don't even remember that movie.
man, I remember, bro, and it's crazy because the movie came out in what, '07, '08, and it people were huge on little machines where they didn't have to do anything. Everything was accessible. They had a microwave like in their chair that they were in. They wanted to lay down, they just kick back in their chair. I'm like, dang, y'all ever touch the ground? So, um, I guess it all depends on who you are, what's your intentions with it. And I mean, just sometimes, man, it'll catch you, it'll catch you being lazy, but at the same time, you can think outside the box and make the technology work in a smart way, or it can just have you just strolling all day. That's it.
Mm. Um, I think I know one thing with Chat GPT. Uh,
Oh,
to me, it does feel like I'm getting a little lazier. I ain't gonna even lie to you, you know, because I don't have to do as much research or nothing like I used to find the answers,
yeah,
you know. And with this technology, you got stuff that do stuff around the house, you know, automatic. You got the thing that do the floors. You don't gotta do that no more. You got the ones that mop and vacuum.
wait, they got the ones that mop?
Yeah, mop and vacuum floors. You got the ones that do windows.
Oh, whoa,
You got
whoa,
the ones that
whoa,
cut the
whoa.
grass.
Wait, they got the ones that do the windows?
Yeah, yeah, and they got ones that cut grass. And it's like whatever answer you need to find is at the, tip of your fingers. So as well as being, as well as saying that, you also, if you really want to do something, man, this stuff will give you the whole blueprint to anything you want to do. So as of today, I don't think it's really not too much holding you back, depending on what you want to do. Depending on like if you want to spend some money or the shoot, it just depends. But everything is very obtainable these days if you use technology in the right way. But yes, to me, it is making us lazier. It's just like kids going to college, taking tests. They don't really have to study no more. You know, they got all these
Mhm.
programs out there that give them the answers. I think it just affects them once they get in the real working world and they have to use that stuff they supposed to learn in college.
Mhm.
But I think everything is ran with some type of technology, even sports. Sports is ran off of analytics now. It's no more just playing the game. It's what does this say as far as what we should do? What plays should we run? What should
Yeah.
we do at practice? How much time should the person play? I learned that from I never thought about that, but King Bus was he had he was playing basketball, and for the coach to find out equal playing time for everybody, he put it in a system, and it gave him how many minutes, what quarter they should play, and all that stuff for it to be even.
Mm.
And I thought that was smart on his behalf.
Mhm.
What you gotta say?
Uh, I would say that Chat GPT, any software where you can allow AI to create, and they basically give you what you asked for, but they would say it as a suggestion. You can try this, or not that way, then you can try that. And I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. There was a question. There was a question. I had on a questionnaire, and I said, "Let me see what Chat GPT, says about it." I put it in, and bro, when I mean to tell you, it gave me a paragraph and then some, and I only needed two sentences. I just needed two questions answered, and after it gave me all that, I'm like, "Yo, doing resumes is crazy easy. Doing book reports is crazy easy, but at the same time, so many people's doing it. Most likely, it's going to be the same at some point. People like, who up in here uses ChatGPT? Because I know you don't talk like that. So I mean, you can catch people, be like, this work is not working. These analytics, okay, so what's the certain percentage on little Jimmy when he shoot? Can you tell me? Well, nah, AI told me that he was shooting 41%. So we gonna run with it. I mean, it's scary, but then I don't, I guess I would say that it's scary at the same time. It's very helpful, but it also determines on who uses it and how they use it.
Mm, yeah, you got a point there.
It's like a
Um,
movie. It's like a movie, bro.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm glad this wasn't around when I was in school. That's all I gotta say. Your boy would have been a 4.0 student. You know, yeah. I still ain't figure out how they do that. But shoot, I would have been up there. I ain't gonna lie to you. With all this information out right now,
Hmm.
um, making everything easier for people. I just think that with every good thing, it's gonna come something bad. Because people already was lacking on common sense. You know, and so now with this coming, I can only imagine. This next generation, boy, they ain't gonna know nothing when it comes to the real world.
The computer told you that, huh? Did you like use your mind before you asked the computer? Like, did you rough draft it before you just entered it? I'm like, cause a screw goes on this bolt like this. I don't know what the computer
Well, I
tells
mean,
you.
but if you look at it, people really can't do basic stuff no more. You know, because everybody want to do technology. Technology taking some people jobs. Some people who thought, who went to school and thought they were going to have a career in this one field, just come and getting replaced,
Mm.
by technology. I mean, sure, you probably be on the highway sometimes and you see, well, one of the wild things I see is a person would have a flat tire. You can tell it's a guy. The guy would the guy would take the tire out the trunk and put it beside the wheel, and he would sit there and wait for AAA or whoever to come change his tire.
He was being nice.
You know, rather than just changing the tire.
Hmm.
I think that's some stuff that he probably didn't learn when he was younger on how to change. How to do some basic stuff. I think sometimes it just come back to cost. To cost some people.
Yeah, it do. Them, yeah, the ones that just strictly in the house. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'll be like, hey, little fella, hey, look, come on, let me holler at you, because technically he's on the technology wise, he's pretty, smart. And then sometimes I have to, I ain't gonna say question him, but I gotta pick his brain a whole lot just so he's not that statistic that's like, hey, dad, hey. So I got the instructions to put this box together. But how do you do that? See, we can't be having that. We need common sense. We need trial and error. we need,
Mm,
we need to go back in the era where, listen, sure, you can go to YouTube to figure out how to do it, That's a step down for allowing AI or somebody else to do it. You getting a lesson, but you figuring it out. Oh, okay, that's how they go. And bam,
Well,
boom.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you. It do have its benefits.
It does though.
It does have its benefits. All technology is not bad. You know, I think if you learn how to use it the right way, that stuff can pay off.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
know, like Chat GPT, that stuff help a lot.
Yeah.
You
But at
know,
the same time, I would say at the same time, it does help. But the first thing a person does is take all the information. I'm pretty sure that they will, ChatGPT will give them, and they run with it. Research is probably second to. I mean, they probably don't even worry about research. What's that? I don't even know. Do people even use a dictionary anymore?
well, I think, well, you don't have to. What you
Exactly
gonna
my
do?
point.
Well, I don't know. I think sometimes when you have free information, you don't use it as you would information you had to pay for. You know, if a real
Yeah.
estate person came to you
Mm.
and said, "Man, I can teach you how to, get in the real estate game and do the house," but then he said it's free, all the information is free. I don't think you would take that serious because you didn't put no money behind it.
Mm.
You know, compared to you having to pay for this course, and you got to recoup that money that you use for this course. So therefore, I think that sometimes people would, I don't know, so people would use it more if they did have to pay for it. You know, just like the paid version, yeah, the paid version of like Chat GPT and all that stuff. I think you're gonna try to make sure you use it because you're paying for it rather than a free service.
Yeah. You
You
probably
know,
get the
so
exclusives.
man, my cousin was he gave his Chat GPT a name. That kind of threw me off.
Did it
Because he
talk
wasn't
back?
the first person, huh?
Did he talk back? Did ChatGPT talk back to him?
Yeah, talk back like a real person.
Yeah, that's
You
cool.
can have a conversation with the Chat GPT.
Oh,
And I mean, it's other ones out there, so they ain't the only one. But yeah, that stuff, wow. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I mean, have you watched those movies where they have like they're in like a lab or something, or in their house where it's something like 2050, and they'll walk in the room, hey, morning, Celicia or something, they speak back. Well,
Oh, you
good
mean
morning, sir.
like Captain Iron Man?
Yeah, and it'll talk to him. Now, I'm not gonna lie, yo, that will be it will be cool. And like I said, and like we said, it just depends on how you will use it, because it will be a fast strain. I mean, it'll be spooky, I think, at first, but once you get with the program and you telling the program, look, this is what's gonna happen. It's cool until the program tells you, hey, listen, we not doing that. All systems shut down now. That's the
Well,
spooky part.
I always think of like iRobot. If
Mm,
if you're using a system that's steady learning, after a while, it's only a matter of time. Because this system always learning and it's getting
yeah,
fed so much information.
yeah. Always update.
Yeah, it's always updating. You know, ain't no
Yeah.
telling how many people in the world is using all this AI stuff. You know,
Everything, bruh. Did you see the one dude? Now, did you see the one rapper who did a video in his Cybertruck, and he was on a road, and what happened was the Cybertruck shut off. It would not cut on. It wouldn't do nothing. Did you hear
oh
about
yeah,
that?
yeah. I heard the dude. I think he was in Detroit or something back, like some weeks ago.
Mm-hmm. And I'm like, yo, system was like, nah. You ain't putting us in no video play, and you ain't give us no ends. Nah. So imagine if that can happen. Imagine if somebody was to hack the system of all Teslas, any truck that has a self-driving or just technology in it, and be like, okay, we're gonna need y'all to report to the manufacturer company. And you just be driving, you cruising that thing, U turn. And we like, what the hell?
I mean, but it can do that though.
But on its own, that's
Yeah.
no. I mean, like without you telling it anything.
Oh, I mean, it's a computer.
Exactly my point, and
You
that's
know,
I can't sit there and be like, you know what? I ain't cyber, my guy. I'm about to dip. You just start shit. I
I
can't
ain't
let
gonna lie
you.
to you. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Go ahead, talk to me.
I would use that self drive,
Oh man,
and
hey,
I can't guarantee that I'll stay awake till I get to my destination.
listen.
I
Not to
barely
let
can stay awake when I'm driving, let alone if I'm just sitting there just riding.
Listen, it would have been cool if we had it when we was first doing the podcast, going back and forth.
Oh man. Now it would have been cool when we used to
Oh,
have
man.
to go all the way to Spokane at 5 hours away.
Yeah, you mean doing
Oh
Hoop
yeah, never
Fest?
mind. I forgot that you asleep most of the time anyway. You don't even remember the drive
What drive to Spokane?
to Spokane
What's drive to Spokane?
for Hoop Fest.
Oh, Megan was driving. I ain't had to
Yeah,
drive.
what I just said. You asleep.
Nah, you know what? The last two times I wasn't. I think every other trip I'm dipping. I'm knocking out.
But yeah, but hey, if y'all out there, you know, is technology making us smarter or lazier? Leave your comments. Leave your leave your answer down in the comments. What you think. Should we probably bring this conversation up again? But since we on technology, we're gonna hop to the second question. That's stuff smooth right there. I dig it.
That's smooth. I
That's
like it. I
smooth.
see you, son.
Yeah, come
A
on now.
player.
Come on now. Your boy can rap.
Player.
Come on
He
now. Come
doing
on.
that, you heard
Quit
me?
it. Come on now. Quit it. Now you dig. You get it.
If I
Uh,
keep on.
if you could keep one app on your phone, what would it be?
If I can keep one app on my phone,
Yeah.
I'll have to keep my color note.
Color note.
Yeah.
That's the one app you would keep on your phone.
Hmm. Say, bruh, you know how long I had that app? I've had that app since, damn, ooh, probably like 2009, 2000, no, like 2011. I've had that app. Matter of fact, about 2010, I had that app, and that's where all of my music material is.
Yeah, but
And
that's
what?
the one app
That's
you
the
want
one
to keep.
app. I would want to keep that app.
So you don't want to keep the texting,
Just call me.
the calling. If you only got one app, they can't call you.
Oh, he been to. Hey, you can send me some on a.
Okay. Well, yeah, you keep the call, and so the
Okay,
notes would be your second app.
that would be my second app. I mean, what kind of phone is this we talking about? This phone can't make no call.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Hey, that sounds like the little kid's phone. Hey, what?
I don't know. I'm
Okay.
just thinking, what app would I have?
What? Yeah. What would you have?
Probably internet,
Just the internet. I mean, that makes sense because you can. That's
a phone and internet.
you have a variety of things. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I
true.
have phone and internet. Texting,
Sometimes,
I
yeah,
don't know about texting. I don't know if I keep using texting.
yeah.
Uh, but yeah, phone and internet would be my go-to.
Phone and internet. Yeah. Uh,
Yeah, you
Mine would
know.
be the phone and color note. I go from there, bruh. Like I'm getting as I'm slowly getting back into the music. I'm like, yo. Matter of fact, shout out to my coworker Jennifer Harpster. When she hears this episode, shout
Shout
you
out
out, Jen.
Jennifer
So I sent her a song of mine, and she said her and the kids were listening to
in
it.
the classroom.
No, 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 no. Well, her kids are grown, and she said they were surprised. I was like, you were surprised? She was like, not as if it wouldn't be good, but how it sounded. Shout out Kyle too, man. He made that thing sound stupid perfect. I ain't gonna hold you, but she
Shout out Kyle.
he said so yeah, man. So had me like, bro, okay, this is some great music, Jerry. And she threw me on some opera. And I'm like, you know what? Okay. So that's where the color note comes in because, I mean, to me, it's a powerful app. I mean, even though I can just have a piece of paper and pen, but I choose it that way.
Mm, mm.
Go
Yeah, I
back
don't know.
old school.
Yeah, I have to have the
Yeah.
internet and phone.
I hate the internet.
Because if I don't got that, it might would just be a landline.
That is true. Should
You
we got a
know,
cell phone as a landline?
I mean, everybody got cell phones. I don't even know. I know probably one person who still got a landline, and that's
For
my mama, because she don't want to get with the update with the times.
Mama, what kind of phone? What does she have a cell phone?
She got a cell phone, but she still use that landline a lot.
Yeah,
You
man.
know,
Don't want to go.
just in case emergencies or something. You know, she don't wanna let it go.
That's smart. Real smart, bro.
Yeah.
Keep
So I
that
don't know.
phone
I
in
mean,
check.
I'm not mad at it.
Mm-hmm.
You
That
know.
was. Can you imagine how people would be if they can only have one app? How many people you think will have a social media app?
I think a lot of the kids will have a social media app. They'll probably have like TikTok or Snapchat or something like that. Um, yeah, I think the kids would have a social media app other than the being able to call someone. Mm,
You know, people be on that thing religiously.
yeah, I think the parents. Ooh, I don't know what the parents have. Mm, that's a good one.
Some parents, I think, will probably
They
have
probably have social
everything.
media.
Yeah.
They probably have Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they probably have Facebook.
Yeah. Facebook is well. I don't know. Facebook used to be
Well,
fire.
they'll probably have a social media app, especially since some of them make money from social media.
A lot
You
of
know,
you.
yeah.
Remember,
So I can see them having a social media app.
yeah. Remember
I
when
mean, but
TikTok
other
was
than that,
going down?
you know, huh?
You remember when TikTok was going down and we were supposed to get rid of it, and people start freaking out because it was a main source of their income.
Yeah,
So
but I mean, they're just like Instagram though. Instagram is the main source of people income also.
yeah, so they like, yeah, I need the Instagram. The Instagram, that's a wrap. The means,
But then
but I
Facebook,
get it. Same with
but
Facebook.
then Facebook is how you know people keep up with their friends and stuff now.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
That is
and
true.
when last time you called a friend that was on Facebook?
From the Facebook phone.
Mhm. Oh, you called somebody from Facebook before?
Yeah, all the time.
I don't think I ever called nobody from Facebook.
Man, you'd be surprised how many people you don't have they don't call your number.
Well, do they
All right.
have your number?
They have my number, but I mean Facebook. Let me just boop, 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 boop. I mean, I ain't tripping. It's a form of communication. But then as we on the phone and I get like a real from the real phone, then I'm on the Facebook phone on top of I'm getting another call and I can hear it ringing while I'm on the phone. I'm like, hey, listen, I gotta let you go. The phone ringing.
I don't think I ever called nobody off. I got people calling me off of Facebook.
You you don't ever answer, huh?
Oh
You
well,
ever answer? Nope.
I mean, on this episode, my phone, the signal where I be at when they call, like I try to pick up, and it don't never go through.
It don't ever go through.
Yeah,
We
it don't. It's
need-
bad signal out here, you know.
Uh,
So when I pick up, it drop.
we need to get Jesse on the phone then. You know who that is? the
No,
dude from the black dude from the news.
oh no, you know it's not. It's not a problem. It's not a problem that it dropped. You know,
Mhm.
uh, it you know it bothered me on the inside that
So-
the phone dropped the people call. But
uh,
then I'd be like, if it was that important, they'll call back again. But
they
the
won't.
service so bad that I probably won't be able to pick up. So if y'all see in this episode right now, I seen the call, but then
Uh-huh.
sometimes my Facebook be messing up, you
Mhm.
know, my phone, so I don't see when you calling. Yeah,
That head nod says it all.
yeah,
He ain't gonna call you back.
yeah.
Just message him. He ain't calling you back. Oh,
Hey,
oh,
listen,
man.
if you ain't got my phone number, I don't know what to tell you.
Hey, some be like, who is this? I don't. We just became friends and they calling. What they doing? Oh man.
Yeah, yeah, I had people
Oh.
like that. But man, we gotta keep this show going. Um,
Oh man.
yeah, we gotta keep the show going. You know,
Moving.
we got topics now, man. We're gonna have topics for days. If people come on here, guests, you know, we're gonna have quite a few guests come on.
Mm.
It's a lot of topics for them in whatever field they're in, you know, whatever they like. Uh, I don't know. This time around, you know, this is like I said, this is way easier than when we first did it. You
Mm.
know,
Yeah.
we got some stuff. Y'all probably by the time this come out, y'all probably seen a lot of stuff that we got going. You know, you probably seen a lot of clips here and there
Mm-hmm.
of these episodes. You know,
That's
so
a lot of clips.
once again, thank y'all for tuning in. But we on to the next topic.
People. Why do people care so much about fitting in versus standing out? It's like the black sheep of the family.
Mm,
You know,
e-
they got
e-
that one, but oh, go ahead.
explain what you say.
I
Explain
mean,
what you
you know the black sheep. Oh, there she is. Every time she come over, or he come over, he's stirring up some issues. Well, I'm just enlightening y'all on what's going on. This is why I'm standing out of the way. Yeah, I stand out. That's why I'm the black sheep. Everybody else, y'all, you know, they say, oh, they cool, they cool, they cool. Her right there, him right there. I can't stand them. Because every time I come over, they want to be judgmental. Be like, you know, I'm not being judgmental. I'm just letting you know that your kids are very disrespectful. And you wasn't raised like that. So just saying, you know, because they're here and they just messed up some stuff by granny, you know, outside granny spot, and you ain't saying nothing. So I'm just saying, I'd rather be the black sheep. I'd rather be the person like, you know what, I'm good. I come here every 10 Christmases. Whatever.
mean. What?
Every 10 Christmases I'll show up.
That's what I thought you said. I thought you were tripping. I thought you
Yeah,
didn't know what you said.
you know they be having people with such and such a. Oh, you know they don't like to be around here. They don't like to be bothered with us. Be like, what are y'all doing that they don't want to be bothered with y'all? They don't want to fit in all this extra gossip y'all got going on. I'm good.
I
Go
don't know.
ahead.
I think to me, I think everybody like to fit in and be wanted. Uh,
That's true.
I don't. I think everybody want to be liked, so that's why they try to, no matter what this other person doing, they want to try to act like they're somebody to this person, because standing out is not easy to do. Some people don't care about fitting in because they just gonna be themselves. But then some people, they change every time they get around a different person. And sometimes they forget which person they supposed to be because they always change so much. Yeah, they always switching up.
Mm-hmm.
I think as you get older, you would think that people wouldn't be worrying about high school type stuff. They grown now, so why would they need to fit in? But you would be surprised as to how many people validate themselves off of how other people perceive them.
Mm. Mm. Yeah. You
If you
think it's
standing
always
out,
like that?
huh?
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, I think standing out, it make you it make you look weird to people because people wouldn't understand why you wouldn't want to be fitting in like everybody else is doing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're just like somebody who like very expensive clothes. Who have to go around other people who wear all these other expensive clothes. But
Mm.
then you got this other person. They wear a t-shirt and jogging pants no matter where they go because they just themselves. You know, I ain't gonna lie to you.
That's you.
That's my that's my wardrobe. You're gonna catch me comfortable.
Eh,
No
listen,
matter where I go. What you got? What you got?
man. I would say I know coming to Washington, bro, that's real different for as standing out because I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot of people that stand out in Washington because I mean,
What you mean?
it's so diverse here. So you
Yeah.
have more people just being themselves because it's so diverse. And while you having that, no, not too many. I'm not gonna say not too many people, but there's a wide range of people that's just like that person's gonna be them. Let them be them, and not care. Because I'm not gonna lie, bro. In New Orleans, you gonna stand out if on a holiday you ain't fresh. If you go to a party and you
Mm.
got on a tee, some sweats, and some Crocs, they gonna rip the mess. They talking, oh yeah, you ain't from here, huh? Be like, what you
Yeah,
mean? Be like, bruh,
Croc went back
I'm
out in the
from,
80s.
man, huh?
Croc went back out in the 80s when you was a teenager.
No, I'm saying, like, I'm comparing Washington to New Orleans.
Oh,
That's just how it is. Like, in New Orleans, I always looked at it. It was like a fashion show, because
you mean like on the 4th of July and like Thanksgiving and stuff?
man, every holiday, dog, Mardi Gras. I'm talking, but this is what I will say. After Katrina hit, February '06. That was the first time after Katrina that we had that the city was open for a big event. So that year, everybody, because think about it, everybody was split up. There was
How
people in
long
Dallas.
ago? How long after Katrina was Mardi Gras?
Uh,
Like a
in the
couple of
next year,
months, or
yeah, it
how
was a
long?
couple of months. It was a couple of months. And with
Yeah.
that being said, people going here, going there, and going every other place, living, they kind of created their own style. It's like, you know what? I'm from New Orleans, so I'm a make my style because nobody know me. Nobody, they don't know who I am. They know the accent, so I'm gonna represent. Let me create a style. So that year for Mardi Gras, dog, everybody came there different. Like you had people in they crews, they look groups, and they were dressed how they were dressed. They had a lot of people actually started designing clothes. Like I was one, my cousin Kyle, all us. We started, doing that, creating our own style. So now you got people that's like, dang. So I felt like it was Washington for that Mardi Gras because man, you got this group over there rocking jerseys. cats ain't wear jerseys in a minute, but they fresh. Then you got cats over here walking with plain white shirts with the little puffer paints on it. Then you got some cats over here that has actual spray paint. Then you got cats over here that's wearing jumpers. Man, it wasn't like that before then. Everybody was the
Yeah.
same. And when you get away from that, you like, yo, I can't believe that we all look alike. Like we all that's what it was. I'm like, nah, I don't really like that because I don't act like this cat. Even though, well, you got dreads, you rocking a tee with some jabos and some G Nikes, you heard me? So all y'all look alike. In a clique, everybody got the same thing on.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie to
Everybody.
you. I was rocking 10 Jabos
See,
with the Reeboks.
yeah. So imagine if you Mardi Gras, everybody wearing that. Man, you ain't standing out until you get that one person that's you like, does this cat have a jumper on with the Tims? Now as you walking, everybody just looking at you like, yo, what's up with homie? Homie ain't get the program. Be like, nah, I got the program. I rocks on my own frequency, you heard me? And and that's how you have it, man. As far as
Well,
the comparison.
well, I don't know. I used to think that like a rite of passage down south was everybody had gold teeth.
That go yeah, you had
Everybody
that.
had gold teeth, or everybody had a grill. Back before they got real famous and stuff. But I think before the grills came, it used to be like permanent.
Permanent
Like
goals.
the type that you can't take out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but um, I don't shoot. I mean, that's when I was in. I mean, I grew up with people having gold teeth. Even my grandma had gold teeth.
Shit, yeah, boy, them older folks, older black women, they stayed with them gold. Boy, they was slug, you heard me?
Yeah, now
For real.
the granddads too. You
Yeah.
know, I think everybody had gold teeth. I don't think I know one person down south who didn't know
Oh,
somebody with a grill or some gold in their mouth. You at least knew one person.
oh yeah. My
You
grandma was
know,
popping like that, yeah.
but I think back to the subject. I just think that sometimes fitting in is not even worth it, in my opinion.
Mm,
Um, Sometimes it's good to stand out. Stand on your own too.
mm-hmm.
That stuff can be, man. Sometimes that stuff can be depressing for people trying to fit in, and
Mm-hmm.
especially when people trying to fight to fit in, and they know that that it's not them. I think that's what's happening a lot now these days, like with these younger kids and stuff. You know, a lot of them getting in trouble for trying to fit in when they know like that's not even them. Rather than them just be themselves. But then I think sometimes it's hard depending on where you grow up at. If you grow up around, you know, rich people and you don't really have it like that, well then, you're gonna act like you got it, because that's who you grew up around.
Mm-hmm.
But if you grew up in the hood, sometimes you a victim of your environment. You
Yeah.
know, you don't really want to get in trouble, but shoot, that's just like fighting growing up. You
Mm-hmm.
know, I don't know one person who grew up and you didn't at least get in one fight.
One of those squabble.
Yeah, these days I think it's normal. Well, out here to grow up and not get to fighting, but I grew up and everybody used to get to fight.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. That's a hard subject right there.
Yeah. But you know
You know,
what? I would say the kids today are facing something a little more complicated just because by the internet being so powerful and it being the internet, they have it at their fingertips. So there's a lot of things that are, I mean, like we can go back to AI. For the Facebook creators or the people that work for Facebook or, with their hidden agendas, making these memes, like peer pressure, and that's the thing, dog. I honestly think these social media sites are peer pressure to the kids because they're undeveloped minds or looking at things like, well, you know what? Yup, that right there, that right there. Let me try that. Like, take these challenges that they've been doing that we talked about previously. Like the just the pressure of seeing something so much and everybody just doing it. Because now, I mean, there's a challenge that'll pop up today, and everybody you let LeBron do it, let Drake do it, just one time. Everybody and their mama gonna go ahead and start doing that. Like
Mm.
what were they doing? I think was it the no, it was it the fire challenge or um the stacking crates, and someone said, let me challenge y'all to another challenge to be different than all this nonsense. And I think that's the thing, because the kids look at social media, because everybody's doing it, is like that fitting in outlet. And it can be
Yeah.
beneficial depending on, like we talked about earlier, depending on how you use it. But it's hard for people to stand out like content. The kids think
Mm.
one way, one type of content that they should put out in their mind, because their algorithm is that. And it's like, well, what other algorithm, is it besides just seeing this? Because this stuff will just start popping on there. You can you can probably search. A female can be looking for a bikini. She popped that up. Before you know it, you go to her search bar. Just after that, there'll probably be nothing but females in bikinis or making a
Mm.
videos with OnlyFans, and it's just like looking for a cute bikini to wear. And before you know it, bam, it's like, oh, this is what they was talking about. That's the channel. I'm gonna do that. So,
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of factors goes into fitting in, and but also like going back, I think the kids face it's a little more challenging for them just because of how the peer pressure is.
Yeah, peer pressure big. That's big.
Yeah,
I get where they coming from with the peer pressure.
yeah, and it's not only around them; it's even when they're by themselves on their phones trying to get away. Just hearing it, seeing it, strolling. But it's just something we got to change, big dog.
I got you. I got you. Well, damn, we went in on that subject.
Yeah, man. We got
But
to.
hey, listen, man, whoever you are out there, man, if you're gonna copy somebody, make sure you copy the right people.
Mm-hmm.
You know. But then if you're gonna stand out, more power to you.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's not beneficial to fit in with everybody. Go do your thing. You did.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah. Oh
so
man.
man, the last topic that we have, you know, it's a motivation thing, you know. Um what's one failure that shaped who you are today? And if you out there and you get to this part of the episode, man, leave it in the comments of what helped shape you to be the person that you are today. Dang,
Mm,
that is a good topic right there.
that's a great topic. That's smooth.
Dang.
Well, you want to elaborate first?
Yeah, I could do it. I could do it. Man, what shaped me to be the person I am today is, I think, my mama.
Mm,
You know, I think I never wanted to let her down. You know, um, shoot, growing up, it was just mostly just me and her.
mm.
So I just wanted to shoot. Oh, that ain't even a question.
What you mean?
It's one failure.
Oh, I mean, but you can always alter that word, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. I'm on the wrong subject, y'all. What's one
but
failure that shaped who I am today? Uh, huh. I think I think going out for a job and I think I didn't get it because of the color of my skin.
Ooh, what job?
I have to tell you off air.
Ah.
Listen, I knew that I had that job.
Mm,
Uh, listen, this how much I knew I had this job. At the time when I had the job, because I was seasonal.
mm,
That's when I was younger, and they kept extending my contract, right?
mhm,
And I went for the interviews and stuff like that, and you talk to the big wigs all the time, and how much they love you, and everybody around there, they love you and stuff like that. Listen, they love me so much that I retired my work shirt.
Did they frame it?
That's funny you ask. They did frame it. they, fr- hey, listen,
CJ in the
so
building.
people be around town and they be like, "Man, I seen you somewhere." That's because I still have my shirt framed up on the wall where they
Uh-huh.
go in for lunch and all their meetings at.
I wonder if it's still up.
You know, yeah, they had the article and everything. Uh,
I
yeah.
still use
So I
that.
think that yeah, I think that shaped me to be the person I am today because at the end of the day, you really can do whatever you want to do. The only thing that I would say is, would you be willing to risk it?
Mm,
Because you're risking something for some unknown stuff that you don't know. So, once that whole situation happened, I learned that, shoot, no matter how good you do, certain circumstances that's out of your control probably will hold you back,
mm,
you know. But then are you going to cry about it? Or are you going to go make something happen? So I wasn't going to just sit around and just, mope in sadness because I'm not the first person. I probably won't be the last person because I'm pretty sure it happened every day for different circumstances, race, your religion, your politics, you
mm,
know, it's like endless. So I think that was one that helped shape the person that I am today.
mm.
What you got?
Man, I got so many, man. I think I mean, I would Katrina wasn't a failure, but I felt like I failed for Katrina. But I think it was before then, high
You
school.
feel wait. You feel like you failed before
I felt
Katrina?
no, I
Or
felt
you
like
failed because of
Katrina.
Katrina?
That's what it felt. It felt like that, but um, it wasn't that. For me, it was when I got rejected. This
By a girl?
Yeah, she played me,
Mm.
and and what I would say is I was in this club and at school, and I was dating this chick, and I think at the time, we was that was my girl, that was my baby, and I wasn't the type back then and in the high school days. I mean, I wasn't this extravagant looking young man, but I was cool. Cat, I ain't really have too many girlfriends because chicks is like, nah, but I was always quiet. So I did meet this one chick, and I started to see how I was when I was involved with a chick. How it made me feel. Like she made me feel. It was great. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, damn. No other chick look at me how she doing. I'm like, bam, boom, cool. So we ended up going out of town on a trip for the club, and we had all the time in the world to chill, hang out. And when we got there, it was completely opposite. I was like, yo, something ain't right. Now, side note, there was these chicks that were trying to get me to break up with her. So I know this is a crazy story, but I'm a it's gonna be funny. So I ended up breaking with the chick because I heard her say at the end of the trip, she just came out the blue and was like, "Well, this is my type," and it was far from who I was. And I was like, "You gonna say that with me right here?" So I went and talked to her. I was like, "Hey, yo, listen, I don't think we can do this." And she was like, "Yeah, you right, cause I'm on gear 3 and you still on 1." I'm like, first off, that's what I was gonna tell you. So back that up. So we broke up, and the chick who I was breaking up with her for, we we ended up messing around. I wanted her to be my girlfriend because she was pressing me hard about like, you should break up with her. You should break up with her.
Well,
So I
this
broke
well
up with her.
this back when you was in
Listen,
school, right?
I was in high school. So like I
All
said,
right.
bro, I ain't get no play. So for me, I mean, it was huge, to have old lady. So the chick who I was messing with, we was talking, and what ended up happening, what we wasn't a couple. We were just talking. What happened
Yeah,
was I found out that she had somebody. I was like, all the signs were there, and to me, I was like, damn, I just failed because, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. She's she said, "Hey, want to come to my birthday party?" I'm like, "Yeah." She stood right next door to my uncle. So I didn't know that until I was leaving. So I'm there at the party, and moms didn't know who I was. I'm thinking that she would.
yeah.
The only person that knew was her brother. So all of a sudden, this dude come in. Everybody's like, "Oh, hey, Twine." I was like, "Who is Twine?" Whole time, that was whole man. Now we have had
Mm.
we have had us. We did it. We're gonna put it like that on high school terms. We did it one time. So me, I was like, okay, thinking it's my boo. Whole time she got her man. She
Wait,
playing
how
me.
how
So
long were y'all together?
we wasn't. See, that's the thing. We was not together. We were like
Oh,
that secret. We were like secret friends with benefits.
mm.
So whenever me and her boyfriend at the time, like she was a player, the dude who she was messing with at school, I found that out because we were in the same class. And she would come in and everybody's like, "Oh, Charles." I'm like, if y'all only knew, but whatever, I was like, I'm cool.
Wait,
And
nigga, her name Charles?
no, 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 no. When she would come in the class, the whole class, because I had a class with her old man. His name was Charles.
Oh, I got you. Okay,
And
okay,
the
okay,
whole
okay.
class, because they knew they talked. The whole class was like, "Oh, Charles, look who," like that. So I was like, if y'all only knew. But I kept it pushing. So that day after the party, as I'm leaving, because I felt played, dog. Like I probably talked to her 10 minutes throughout that whole time, and I'm like, yo, what am I doing? Like I already felt like a failure as it is. I'm coming everybody like Twine. So when y'all gonna do this? I'm like, so y'all not know what's going? So I ended up leaving. And as I'm leaving, I'm walking. I was speaking. I was like, "Hey, how y'all doing?" My uncle's like, "Le Jerry." I'm like, "Oh, what's happening?" He was like, what you doing around here?" I'm like, "Oh, I was just over here by I think I told him my girlfriend house. I was like, "Oh no," I said, "I was over here by my friend house." He was like, "Oh, boy, you need to watch that little girl. Oh boy, she fast. Her and her mama." I was like, "Damn, son," I felt failure all through my veins, bruh. After that, bruh, and I made a side note to myself. I said, "Listen, I have to shape myself," because she was one of them chicks where we wasn't together, but when we were in doing activities with the club, she would get upset because a chick would come over and talk to me, or she'd be like, "Ooh, why is she over here talking to you?" I was like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! First off, this is a secret thing that we got going on. they know who you talk to. So I'm like, yeah, but that was one of the failures, man, that shaped me because I'm like, yo, I'm worth way more than that. And then I ended up with my high school sweetheart, and she taught me, or she showed me that I was more than how I was feeling, and I was like, damn. So that failure, I look at it as a failure because, bruh, I seen the signs, but being like the one cat that's that don't get play, I'm like, man, nah, it's cool, and you seeing the signs, and I'm like, damn, I really failed because she thinking I'm a simp out here. I'm dipping. I'm like, ranch, boop. And then before I know it, I'm like, damn. So it was a lifelong learning because after that, she was trying to get back with me. I'm like, hands down, no, I'm good. I'm good.
Oh, Charles.
I'm like, you better holler at Charles. You heard me? I'm like, yeah, go holler at homie. You tripping. But
So, man, yeah, that's some failures who shaped who we are today.
yeah. So
Old Charles.
oh,
Um,
sound like Miss Netta. But hey, no man. I mean, I gotta shout out Lana, for showing me who I really was and being that light, and and I gotta shout out Megan. You heard me for continuously showing me, who I am, or man that I am. So
Shout out Miss Megan.
shout out my baby. You heard me.
But yeah, that's one failure that shaped who we are today. You know,
Yeah,
if you have something that shaped you, man, one day you probably can share it with us on the episode, or you can leave it down in the comments wherever you see this video at. We appreciate y'all rocking with us again. I ain't gonna lie, it still feel good to be back.
yeah,
Um, don't forget to follow us, on all social media platforms. Like, subscribe, leave a review on Apple Podcasts. We still trying to get back used to this. Uh, but we got a lot more things coming. Uh, we probably gonna have some advertisers and all this other stuff once we learn how to integrate them into this. What you gotta tell them, Jay?
man. I say, hey, coming from the bottom, man. Y'all stay consistent. Um, live, live life, man. Tune in, give us them great stories, cause I mean, we here for the voices. Whether it's a happy story, sad story, motivated story. I mean, we uplifting. We want it all. Well, we gonna put a pause on the whole we want it all. It's we because not all, some things that you can hug to yourself, just gives the outline of certain things. But we would say, man, come talk, chat, holler, comment, shares, subscribe. Like I said, go to Black Planet. We might be on there if it's still
Wait,
up
whoa,
and running.
whoa, is that still around?
It might be. I mean, hey, check from the bottom on there. You might catch us. They probably like, yo, we need this episode. They might have podcasting on there, though. You never know. It's
Is
different.
it still around?
I couldn't tell you. But
Oh, okay,
hey,
okay, go, keep
if
going. I ain't mean to
if
stop
not,
you. You was in the
nah,
groove.
if they don't have it, then maybe we should holler at them. Be like, listen, we on a spot to five. We on everything where
Apple,
your ears can listen. Apple, Amazon, is it
Audible.
Amazon Audible? You heard me? Oh, we fire right now. Like we getting it, and we ain't trying to put this flames out. You heard me? Till
Yeah,
it
we're
break.
gonna we gonna flood the market with content. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and so therefore, since we're gonna flood the market with content, if you got something, you need to say something. If you
Mm-hmm.
got a good story, you need to share. You know, if you got something that can inspire other people, like you got through a dark place or something,
Mm.
you know, man, come holler at your boys, man.
Holla.
If both of us can't be on, one of us will be on to record you. You know,
Mm-hmm.
this bigger than us. It always been bigger than us. Like I said, when we stopped, we was getting momentum. Uh, shoot, but like No said, life be lifing, and it
Mm.
was life in life. You know, so that's all I got to say. Hey, you want to go and take them out?
Man, you know what I'm gonna say, man. Love life, love your family, love those who bring in that good energy. Keep your frequency high, vibrate high, live life a day at a time because tomorrow's not even here yet. So don't worry. Just live. And you know how we always say it. Wait, you done? Cause I'm about to do the
I'm
outro.
done. I'm done.
Well, you know how we do it. You heard me? Cal and J, a day. God.